In 2024, Wilder World has been working like crazy to bring each one of us incredible updates and developments on what they have been working on behind the scenes. I wanted to take the time to kind of review what we can expect in the last quarter of 2024. I'm going to review 9 items that you can expect to see in the last 3 months of this year, as well as 6 items that we're probably going to learn more information on, but we probably won't see until 2025. The first item I want to review is MEOW Chain. It has been in development with Zero, Polygon, and Celestia. It's something that everything is going to be built on. They have been in alpha testing. I think Neo brought up they're in their like 3rd or 4th alpha testing, and we can expect to see it at the end of September, which we're already in. So I'm expecting the first to middle part of October, we should see the first release of MEOW Chain, which will open up a lot of doors of all the other things that we're going to be seeing with land, with the MEOW Airdrop, the development of like ZBI, and a whole bunch of other things that are built on top of MEOW Chain. So there's a lot of individuals that really want to know the specifics, know the success of it, and get their hands on it and test it out and kind of see how the network goes, the gasless transactions, and just kind of have a major update on MEOW Chain and get going with all the other things that are going to be built on top of it. The second really exciting release is going to be Rebellion. It is the shooter game that everyone has been anticipating, anxiously waiting for the alpha release where a small group of wilders are going to be able to get in there, test it out, and I imagine there's going to be 2 or 3 developments of more individuals being able to come in and play Rebellion. My opinion is that the public release will be sometime in quarter 1 or 2 of 2025. But we're going to be able to get our hands on the early alpha in 2024. So I know a lot of us are really excited to see there's going to be a little bit more open world, kind of inside buildings, moving around, utilizing what it's going to feel like to have our avatars, but have a new game mode that more and more people are anticipating and is hoping will be a major success. So keep your eyes out for further development on Rebellion. The third item is land titles. It is something that we can expect a lot more information on in Devlog 12, which is out in a couple of weeks, and we can better understand how everything is going to be working. The team learned a lot from the feedback from Devlog 11, and so I really believe that Devlog 12 will really have specific things that the wilders can get their hands on to know what to expect when these land titles drop into the wallets of those that were a part of the snapshot that was in August, and kind of taking that next step forward of how they're going to be able to develop it, utilize it, lease it out, mine it, and all the other things that are going to be incorporated with each one of these land titles. It's a really big moment for the team and for the community alike. And so these land titles are just that next step forward in that open economy. Wilder World is going to be one of those first monumental projects that really open up a larger world to utilizing these technologies and these abilities within a digital virtual space. The fourth thing would be my anticipation of a major Midnight in Miami game update. They have been working really hard. There's been some incredible releases. There's a lot of data and analytics that they've been able to gather from playing each one of the different racetracks, utilizing fuel and NOS, and other aspects of the game that are going to help expand the daily user base of the game, as well as help draw people in to kind of see what the team has been building. The fifth item that we can expect to see within 2024 is the further expansion of land, mining, resources, refining, manufacturing, and the further development of the Wilder World economy. There's a lot of information that we are anticipating, like the mining rigs, the play of how everything will be put together, and the details of what individuals and citizens and wilders alike are going to be able to do with these new technologies that the team has developed and are now releasing to the citizens, to wilders, for use and for feedback And so I know a lot of individuals are really excited for this new opportunity to be able to speculate on resources, speculate on building and land, and further expand and utilize these abilities to further immerse themselves within Miami, within Wilder World. The team has worked tirelessly in order to even get us to this part. We should all be very appreciative of where we're at and the future possibilities of what this will provide. What an exciting time to kind of be waiting on what we are going to be able to get our hands on. I'm really excited about this, and for further details that we're going to be able to see in Devlog 12. The sixth item that I anticipate that we're going to be able to see within 2024 is the MEOW Airdrop that was revealed to the community back in, I want to say, December of 2023. Maybe January of 2024. A lot of this is really dependent on MEOW Chain. I imagine will deploy much like what we've been seeing with the Odyssey and Wilder World. There's so much that's happening, and this is definitely something that a lot of people have been waiting for. That is in conjunction with a lot of different things as well. But the team is really trying to make sure that everything goes right and that all the dominoes are set up the way that they need to be before they start knocking down the dominoes. Another anticipation that there's been a lot of questions about is when GeForce is going to open up from NVIDIA for Wilder World. I know the team is actively working on it, and they're actively pushing to make sure that this opens up. I really do anticipate that this will become available later on this year. There is a possibility that would get pushed to next year. I know a lot of people can't afford some of these gaming rigs, and so this is a great option for them to be able to get in, get their hands on Wilder World, and really test things out. Another long-awaited anticipation from the community is will staking. This is something that we can expect after, once again, MEOW Chain is released, and we're able to then stake our wills for further benefits. Anyone with a wills that has a hideout environment will be able to get double staking. And there was information in the previous devlogs speaking about that the Wilder World team wants to set up a proposal to the DAO where the Wills DAO would relinquish an equal amount of ETH for Wild. Wild would then be put into the Wilder World's DAO, and there, though that Wild would then be utilized for will staking as well as the rewards within the Midnight in Miami game. If you're interested, you just go to Epic Game Store, download Wilder World, and you're able to every single day earn Wild. And so they want to be able to make this exchange of ETH for Wild so that they have a large amount of Wild for these rewards as they continue to expand on this game and find new ways of revenue so that the Wilder Worlds DAO is self-sufficient in running the game as they're expanding and growing the game and making it better and better for everybody so that it really does compete with some of the top racing games that we have grown to love over the years. And the last thing that I really believe that we can expect to see, again, all leaning on MEOW Chain releasing, is the Wilder World Metaverse Marketplace version 2 being released, and we're able to utilize our own marketplace to buy and sell Wilder World NFTs, as well as different resources and manufactured items, I would believe, within the mining, manufacturing, refining kind of supply chain. We're going to be able to utilize on here. I also believe that there's going to be a space where other projects are going to be selling their assets on the Wilder World Metaverse Marketplace. A lot of the projects that are partnered up with, say, Superverse, will be able to list their items on the Wilder World Metaverse Marketplace and be able to enjoy the benefits that have been lined out by the team. And so this is yet another way that these groups and teams will be able to support each other and to give other communities a reason to come and take a look at what Wilder World is building, how MEOW Chain will function, and to kind of test things out to see if it functions better than other products that are within the space. As part of this video, I also wanted to talk about 6 possibilities that we can probably learn more about in this year, but will probably not release until the upcoming year in 2025 in either Q1 or Q2. One of these is the fuel mechanics within the Midnight in Miami racing game. They've been taking on a lot of data, and it is going to be a market sink where people are going to have to spend wild in order to refuel their vehicles, to refuel their NOS, to upgrade their wheel, like within the garage, update like wheels or possibly even their pattern. That I anticipate will release obviously after MEOW Chain, but I would expect it to be in the first or second quarter of 2025, where they'll actually start to have those market sinks where people will actually start to have to utilize that earned wild. The most highly anticipated item that we probably are looking forward to is the open world. I don't know if I really expect that to come out at the end of 2024. If so, it's probably going to be a very limited experience. But I expect in Q1 and Q2 of 2025, we will have a much more expanded opportunity to be able to get into the open world. The development will continue through 2025, but all of the speculation of what people hope, I bet doesn't really happen until 2026 into 2027, where there's really a lot of like quests, open world, gaming, and a lot of different things where it really feels like that true open world, being able to log on and sink a lot of hours into the open world experience. I could be wrong. We have an incredible team that's been working really hard. The team could have an incredible 2025 bull market season where they are able to expand their runway, build on their team, and really start to develop these teams out to be able to bring these things much quicker. They really believe in quality and making sure the technology is right. We'll see what really comes out, but open world is definitely something that we're really anticipating, and I don't think will come out until 2025. The third item is avatars. I've been kind of speculating myself that avatars will be connected to the open world. We're going to be able to go in, create our avatars, then go into that limited experience within Wild World. And so I just believe that these things are all interconnected. And so we're going to have these avatars that come out. We're then going to be able to have an open world experience, because in my mind, that just is what makes sense. I believe it's because they really want that experience of creating your character and then going into Miami, into that open world experience, to be something that's memorable and lasting. I really believe that these two things will be kind of joined together in the experience. I'm really looking forward to this. I think a lot of people are going to spend hours and hours creating their avatars. This is a gift that is being given to Trinity holders because avatars are going to be a really big deal. They call it the apex asset. Everything is really going to be around this kind of character that an individual creates, either in their image or in an image that they want to identify with. Along with avatars is Passport or Zero ID. Here's some information that I kind of pulled up from the roadmap devlog and the Simulation OS infographic that they released. So we can see here a hypothetical view of what like a passport would look like and the information that would be on it. Essentially, it's an individual's ID connected to their profile, connected to their kind of ZBI banking information, connected to probably a lot of different things. There's going to be an array of information that will all come back to the passport. And essentially, it will be what connects you with Wilder World. And what I would imagine is as the universes are expanded on Zero, this passport can jump between worlds, galaxies, and universes. This is our sovereign decentralization of our IDs and everything that we do within this space. I really believe this is going to be a game changer within the space, and so I'm really excited for this as well. But I don't believe we'll see that this year. I believe that we'll see it probably in 2025. The fifth item that I expect we'll learn more about in 2024, but will not see until 2025, are ZODES. It is something that will help power the network, and I know a lot of people are speculating and anticipating this opportunity to help the network as well as get rewarded for it. And so ZODES are definitely something that are on the minds of individuals that want to further expand their support of Zero, Meow Chain, and Wilder World. Lastly, and probably one of the most anticipated items that Wilders are waiting for, is for Wild and Meow to be listed on major exchanges. From what we have heard from Neo, the team has been actively making efforts in order to meet the demands from each one of these exchanges. A lot of it has to do with a large amount of volume, and so they're really making an effort with Odyssey and the development of the game, as well as the development of the technologies, in order to encourage the daily volume on each one of these tokens on the decentralized exchanges that are already available. It for sure will be a major moment when Wild and Meow are listed on these exchanges, but I don't anticipate it to happen in 2024. But I'm really encouraged that something will happen in 2025. The moment that happens, I think a lot of individuals are going to be really excited, because apparently to a lot of people, quality projects equal coin price go up. If we're on exchanges, that means the team's doing really well, that there's been an increase in volume, and we can expect there to be an increase in volume even after that, because we'll be on more exchanges, more eyes on the project, more opportunity for people to trade the tokens. And I know the team has learned a lot of valuable information as it pertains to the token and the importance of kind of highlighting the tokens in order to draw attention to the project. Well, there you have it, Wilders. Those are the 9 items you can expect to see in the next 3 months of 2024. And the 6 items that I'm speculating on that we'll learn more information on this year, but we won't expect to really see until 2025.